Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They hella deep, 20 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. Not the food, though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Hey everybody, welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. I am your host Jamal, and as always, I'm joined with my co-host Reeves. Say what's up, and then Brian. Right here is where you should go back and find some audio and just put Reeves.
Just find old audio to put in.
Find old audio of him doing something funny. He does it all the time. So just put that in here, and then I'll be like, give you some space. Oh, hey Reeves, is your co-host here? And then you also find audio again. Yeah, find old audio again, and then now you give space, and then you do your part here.
Should I also, just planning ahead for the future, should I find clips to plug in with him throughout the old episode, just like his little like funny quips and little like
yes,
you know, very hilarious sayings and questions.
Glad
and
you are taking initiative now.
Okay.
So yes,
well, I have to now.
Yeah,
temporary second chair.
Yeah, keyword temporary.
Yeah, you made it very clear to me.
Yes,
that this is not a permanent promotion. It's not even a tryout. Not even a tryout.
Not a tryout. It's not an audition.
You will not get the job.
Yeah, that was the title of the memo. It was, "Hey Brian, this is not a tryout. This is not an audition. You will not get the job. This is temporary, capital letters. You need to fill in for Reeves, hopefully for one episode only."
Yeah.
And so here you are as second and third chair, and the chairs do matter, but they combined do not equal the first chair. So I just want to get that out there as well. So
is it a bigger chair since it's two chairs?
No. Reeves's chair is actually smaller than your chair. So
okay. I thought, well, I was hoping it was like a bigger chair and not so much like, you know how cities do this like aggressive landscaping where they make benches, they break them up so that unhoused people can't sleep on the benches. These very rude things that
you're adopting that language, huh?
Karen and I had a conversation the other day of what to say, and that it's top of mind.
It's always interesting. These new words we're supposed to say, they're supposed to be more polite. They sound meaner.
You think unhoused sounds meaner to you?
Unhoused sounds worse than homeless. Because that's kind of like you don't have a house, dog. Whereas homeless is like, I just might not have a home.
But
I might have a house.
I have a house, but I don't have a home.
Yeah. Because home, I think of home is wherever you lay your head at.
You know? Right. So people, but that's why the distinction.
Yeah, but you can have a house and be homeless. Like I could own a house and then go outside and pretend to be homeless.
Like a lot of like white kids do. They're called crust punks. You'll see them if you go to New Orleans. They're all over the place. They're dirty.
Yeah.
They have a dog, wearing a lot of leather, and
they've got dreadlocks like Justin Bieber.
Yes.
And so
they are panhandling, but they just pretend.
Yeah, and then they go back to their, E-Class Mercedes, and they drive back home to their house because they're not unhoused; they're just homeless.
Yes.
So it sounds meaner to me, but aggressive architecture, I get it. It's kind of targeted.
And this is what Pod Chef does. We're bringing this is the conversations that we have here. These are the deep.
Yeah, you guys are actually
political conversations
because aggressive architecture also leads into aggressive restaurants and aggressive food and then aggressive pricing on menus, and then it's like, well, you're also pricing people out of that.
And then you're like, why is everyone so mean in New York City? Well, it's because the architectures are aggressive. So that's how I'm gonna be.
I like to be in the mindset of cooperation and the opposite of aggression, and just like Let passivity. Let's get along. Let's not fight. Let's not argue.
How do you, so since you're into passivity, do you think that there should be passive aggressive architecture where there's
Yes.
just signs that say things like, yeah, sure, go ahead and sleep here?
No, no, it shouldn't say that. It should be like, I don't know, if I was unhoused, I wouldn't sleep here. That would be nicer. I think that takes into account the change in language, but also the state of which a lot of the people who read and make those signs and make those signs available actually help that system become a thing anyways. So,
Hmm.
it's interesting what's going on in your town because, there's a migrant situation and now we're getting political. And now we're getting so political.
Maybe we
There's
should make a pivot. Maybe we should pivot.
Okay, let me situate my hips and move them over here. And I'm talking about food again. Let's talk about a segment we do every week where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night, and we present it as if we're presenting on to the judges on Top Chef. There won't be a vote because voting's dead, and this is a voting year. But we take a hard stance that you should not vote because voting's dead.
Don't vote. No one votes
Don't vote.
anymore. If
Don't
you
vote. It
vote,
doesn't.
you're lame.
Yeah, if you vote, you're kind of so. They're changing the term to unhoused. I feel like
We're pivoting right back. Go
I
ahead and
feel like
shift your hips right back the other way.
what can you say for someone who shouldn't vote instead of being called a voter? You call that
Who shouldn't vote?
a non ballot person, a non balloter. Let's call it that or something like that.
Uh-huh. The unballoted.
The unballoted, yeah.
That
So
sounds like Game of Thrones.
it does. This is our stance. There will not be a vote because we are the unballoted and we're pushing that movement. Get it started. So I just want everyone to know. Also, Brian, you probably heard it. I have not done that intro in a while, and I fumbled through it.
You really fell on your face during
I
that.
have not done that in a while. We are still very much committed during this podcast, just so everyone knows. So I'll
We
talk about what I had for
are
dinner last night.
still 100% doing load management, though.
We are doing load. It was NBA All-Star weekend, so we couldn't do a full
We took the
show.
whole week up. We had
Yeah,
to let
we had to.
Sabrina Ionescu shoot against Stephen Curry. We couldn't
Yeah.
do this during that.
And I don't want to hear about who won and who's a better shooter and who deserves equal pay. That's too political. Let's just say they both got a ball and they got to shoot it at the hoop, and that's equality. All right. That's equality.
And I don't care that Kenny Smith was mad that Sabrina used a smaller ball. He shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I don't care about the size of the WNBA ball being smaller than the NBA ball and it kind of being lighter and more aerodynamic. And I don't care about the hoop. The WNBA only being not 12 inches high. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't need to be 12 feet high, maybe. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm just happy everyone had the equal opportunity. So
we do need, however, I do want to, since we are talking about the All-Star weekend, we have to bring up that a certain top chefer was in the celebrity game.
Yes, let's discuss.
And I'm trying to find their
Skip.
stats. I'm trying to find their stats.
Skip, I was talking shit all week. Skip, I told him he was going with Skip. That's me doing Shannon Sharp. Everyone knows that's a brand new bit to the show.
Do you think that Shannon Sharp is still friends with old mean white guy that he used to do the show with that he left?
As a black person who has old white friends, we don't ever actually shed you. We just put you on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not in his starting five right now. He's still on the team, though.
Is there a way to find... I want to find highlights that just have one person, and maybe I should have done this.
Yeah, probably should have done this thing called show prep. So Kwame was in the game, and I don't want to say that he was cooking, but he was sauteing.
He at least was sauteing.
Yeah, he was at least sauteing. I did not like how they introduced him. I don't like that they said that he was the mole sauce.
That's what they said.
I don't like that that's the nickname they gave him for the game. I know it's like a basketball and one thing, but I don't like they're like, and Kwame Ole sauce on my team. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
I can't
Brian, do you
find
have anything?
I can't I'm actively looking for stats. And I don't think they do that for the celebrity game, and
Yeah, I
that's
don't think they
probably a
do.
good idea
Yeah.
because they're
Um.
not good.
No.
I'm gonna assume that Kwame's plus minus was minus
Yeah.
when it comes to playing sports, and that's most of these players is minus.
Well,
There's a
he
guy who's a Olympic high jumper. That dude can dunk. That's cool.
Kwame kept getting the ball, then handing it to someone else and be like, "Run this, please." He kept like thinking the ball was a dish to be served,
He
and he
would
kept
he would set up at the top of the key with the ball, and he would go service, and he would someone would run up and grab it, and then go do basketball.
Yeah. So
And that's what a head chef does.
that's what a head chef does. They don't really cook anymore. It's more like you're managing the kitchen, you know?
Yeah,
And then when someone messes up, you make a big display in front of them, like, this is how you do this. And you like make everyone stop and watch you perfectly cook something. And you hold up the entire restaurant and you like, see, this is how it's done. This is why I'm the top chef. And then everyone gets back to work and they're all behind.
yeah. Okay. Maybe there's quotes here. Maybe there's hold on. We're
So while
so
Brian's
close.
doing this, I will
We're
just
so
say,
close.
chefs, I procured for you
Oh, this is like a live. Okay.
underground pizza company pizza. I had a Roni Boy last night. I had a big Detroit style pizza from a place called Underground Pizza Company. It's a very good pizza. My favorite in the district of Columbia, in South America where I am located. So that's what I had last night. Any questions, Brian? Were you even listening? No.
Yeah, you said Roni Boy. Is that the name of it?
That's the name of the pepperoni Detroit style pizza at this place. It's called the Roni Boy. And it makes you a Roni man after you eat it.
Mm-hmm. Roni Boy to Roni Man.
Roni Boy to Roni man. So yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be any follow ups, but you can put like some Reeves clips in here of stuff that he might ask. He usually
Yeah,
asks some pretty good follow ups. So you just go
let's give
find
it a yeah.
anyone that like in the past where I had pizza, just put it in here, and then we'll use that. And then you can stop looking for this. This bit has died for so long ago; it's not even relevant anymore. I don't think
One
anyone right
last
now.
search.
I don't think
One last
anyone who's
search.
listening right now is like, man, I hope he finds those Kwame
I want to
stats.
know if you scored a point.
I don't think
All
they
I can find is
track.
like live is
Yeah,
like live like
yeah.
play-by-play stuff,
I
and
don't.
his name's not in any of those. So I
I
don't think he
don't.
did
I
anything.
don't think they kept the box score on the All Star Celebrity Game.
They really
So
should.
yeah, it should be on ESPN.
They should cover it, and it should be on Sports Center's top 10.
Yeah, it should be. And then give me.
Boom, shakalaka. Okay, chefs. That sounds good. I've been wanting pizza lately, and I haven't had it.
Mm,
Um, chefs. Last night I prepared for you big bowl of cottage cheese and mandarin oranges. Two mandarin oranges peeled, broken up into the little orangey pieces, dropped in to the big bowl of
mm-hmm.
cottage cheese. You mix it all up with a
Yep.
spoon,
Mm-hmm.
and then you eat it. And that's what I had for dinner last night, chef. And that's what I prepared for you.
This is similar to a dish I had at Tenari where they had ricotta and then mandarin oils, and saffron surrounding the ricotta.
So yeah, it's fancy.
Yep, you had a fancy citrus and cheese dish.
Big fancy
So
meal.
here's my question for you:
Sure.
was that filling?
Um, so here's the controversy. And Carrie asked me again, I'm talking about Carrie. I'm a wife guy. I'm sorry. I'm a wife
Well, we're
guy.
all wife guys.
Yeah. My wife asked me last night, she said, have you told the Top Chef fans and family what you're doing currently? And I have not. Um, and I'll reveal that now to
Mm.
everyone. I have started taking the fat person shots, that take
Okay.
shots away from diabetics.
Oh, the Ozempic shots.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
on though, not that one, but a similar brand.
Okay.
And I do get full now. As someone who never got full,
Mm-hmm.
I now get full. So was that filling? It was for me.
Hmm. You never got full before?
It would take a lot. I would
Hmm.
have to
What were you
actively
What were
work
you
hard.
eating before?
Endless amounts of food.
Yeah, but like specifically.
Horrible foods.
Yeah. So you weren't being full because they weren't very dense, nutritious foods.
I mean, they were dense. They were very carb heavy. They were very
Yeah,
protein
that's
heavy.
carbs aren't dense, so
Yeah, but they're more filling than cottage
they're
cheese.
literally not filling at all.
More so than cottage cheese.
No, cottage cheese is calorically dense. I mean, nutritionally dense, whereas those carbs they're calorically dense for sure. But
You get what you're trying to do? I have been this way for 38 years. I'm very aware
we can
of
always
it
change.
not
So
just
you're
being the
having
fact
these
that
shots. So you're having these shots. How you feel? Are you feeling all right?
I feel like shit a lot.
That's not good.
Um,
That's not good.
but I have lost 24 pounds in a month and a half. A lot of that's water weight, so you can't really tell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've only thrown up once, which is
Good.
nice.
Which
If
you said you wanted to do at least twice, right?
yes, well that's on yeah, I put it on my my vision board. It's at least two throw
So
ups.
I guess if you're taking these shots and you're not eating as much, does that make you unmouthed?
I still have a mouth.
But you're not eating. So I can't say that like you're foodless.
In this situation, my mouth would be the house that I own, but I'm not using.
Okay. You're not using as much. It's like you're burboing it out.
Yeah, I'm renting my mouth
Yeah.
out.
Okay. Well, I hope you're being safe.
Entirely
And
unprotected.
okay, well, wish you luck on this journey. I hope it's gonna give you the results you want, and then uh, yeah, I have no follow up for the ricotta cheese and the
Cottage cheese. It was not ricotta
I'm
cheese.
sorry for the cottage cheese and the mandarin.
Trader Joe's brand ricotta cheese.
Trader
I mean,
Joe's.
shit.
We
Cottage
have to
cheese.
we have to cut that because the NBA. We talked about the NBA, so China's listening. So now we have to cut what you just said.
Well, they also only do Lay's potato chips too. So we only can eat Lay's
Yeah.
for every meal. Last night I had Lay's, the ones that have um Jason Tatum on them.
All right, so that was chefs I prepared for you, and there is no vote. You guys listening probably did the voting already. This is a special episode. There is no break in this episode. This is a special episode. We're feeling really sneaky today. I'm tiptoeing around. If you were like, they feel like they're tiptoeing around what the actual episode is going to be about. Well, we're taking a break because we're going to do a little sneak peek at the trailer for Top Chef season 21.
Yes, we are. And if you're like, hey, that came out 11 days ago, why didn't you do it 11 days ago? Again,
Busy load management.
we are busy.
Load management.
We
Okay.
have lives
Yes.
outside of this. Paul, what are you doing outside of this? Tell everyone how busy you are.
Oh my God, I've got so many shows. I'm performing all over the place. I gotta coach improv. I gotta teach improv. I gotta write these jokes. Otherwise, they won't land on the podcast, and they sometimes
Yes.
still don't land on the podcast.
Yes.
There's a lot of work going on. There's a lot of sweat behind these gears. They don't just turn
Uh-huh.
themselves.
Right. And I, of course, am watching The Challenge, old seasons of MTV The Challenge, and it takes up a
Yeah.
lot of time. They're very
Yeah.
short episodes, they're very easy to watch, but there are like 38 seasons.
And
So I'm busy.
in other news of other shows that I'm also watching that help me prepare for this podcast, I'm watching Love Is Blind, the new season on Netflix, and that helps me prepare for this podcast because much like a kitchen, you need to have chemistry.
Yeah. And much of the kitchen, sometimes you don't know what the food's sometimes you're cooking.
Yeah.
Eyes are closed, you don't know what's going on. You can just hear the
Yeah.
food. And it's just like
I
this.
mean,
It sounds like this. You got to think if that sounds good or not.
and then if you're a patron at a restaurant, you literally are ordering blind and hoping that someone in back there cares enough to make you a good dish. So it's like you're in a pod, they're in a pod, and then you come and meet when the waiter brings the food out.
Sight unseen, because
I don't see
it's wrong to have pictures of the food in the menus. That's
Yeah.
not high class.
Yeah.
I'm
God
sorry. I want to
forbid.
know what I'm ordering.
Yeah, God forbid I actually see what I'm ordering. No, don't judge the food.
Yeah,
learn
you
to
have to
like
see.
it off on its own merits of words and stuff. Nah, fuck out of here. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you bring me food out and it's not aesthetically pleasing to my eye, I'm gonna look you dead in the eye and say, "Hey, waiter, I'm not attracted to this dish."
Yeah, if I read the write-up for the dish and it sounds really good, and it sounds funny,
Yeah.
and it sounds like it has a good sense of humor,
And those
good
doors open.
personality.
Those doors
Doors
open.
open and it's fat. I'm out of here. Go on.
Yeah. So don't play with us. All right?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't play with us.
This food has a pretty face.
All right. So we're doing the sneak peek of the trailer for Top Chef season 21. So Brian's gonna play. We're all gonna listen to it for the first time together because God forbid we did any show prep. So Brian, let's start this trailer.
All right. And when you want to pause it, just say pause.
Yeah, that is our safe word also. So
Yes. All right. Here we go.
pause. I can't believe they're doing this music. This is the music that you put on there because you're like, we know right now the music is going to change to some kind of upbeat rock and roll. We know that already. But it's going to
We know that.
it's going to start out here. We're going to get like a clip of audio like of someone saying something, and then it's just going to turn it's going to turn up to 11. And
Yeah,
this is they ended the writer strike. And I thought, okay, we're going to get, I mean, they're paying him more money. So I assume we're going to get new ideas. I thought diversity was making everything better. And here we are doing the same old hat.
Well, I think what I'm just gonna say, I think what's happening here is that they've gone woke and now they're gonna go broke.
I didn't want to say it because I contractually cannot say it as the host. So I'm thankful that my co-host / third Mike is saying it. So that's what's happening here. So let's see if I'm right. Let's see if this is old hat or they're gonna turn it on its head and play this song throughout the entire trailer, which would be a new take on this song.
That would be if they did that.
That would be a new
awesome.
take on this song. But I bet you they didn't because they don't have me in the writer's room.
If you did almost 3 minutes of, I'm pretty sure this is Rossini's Call to the Dairy Cows. Is that what this song is? I think that's what the song is called. You did that 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and it was that over like fast paced cooking shit. Yeah. I'm into that. I'm into that. That's different.
That's different. That's actually making a change. But I guarantee you, there will be a line of dialogue, and then the music will immediately jump to a bunch of fast cut edits and people doing stuff. All right,
here we go. There's cherries, there's cows.
And there it was.
Top Chef is back.
I'm sorry.
Did you?
Who is this?
First of all, before we get to that, did you hear the line of dialogue?
Can
you go back to the line of dialogue? So
I'll try.
All right. Now go back and let it play. We got a shot of some cherry tomatoes on a vine. All right. So when you hear the line of dialogue, pause it.
Top Chef
you went too far. You went too far.
There's no line before that.
No, there is. You missed it. Go all the way to the beginning and play it from the beginning.
To the beginning?
Yeah, to the beginning. Pause. How dare they give top billing to an animal that is probably going to be killed for this show?
You were right, though. That cow said, I'm going to assume he said, eat more chicken. And then
the music immediately went, it went Transformer. All right. So like I said, first line of dialogue, and then the music was going to change. And it did. All right, keep going.
Top Chef is back.
Should we talk about how that's not Padma?
Yeah, so that's not Padma. And it was shocking immediately for me. I was like, wait, that's not Padma's voice. That's someone else who's Asian.
And I was like, where's Padma? And look, yes, we've known for a long time, and someone commented saying, finally Padma is gone. 5 stars I'm watching now.
5 stars I'm watching now, and that's not us on a burner account.
No, we miss Padma. So I knew she wasn't going to be here. We all knew this.
We knew that.
But to see it.
It's reality now.
This happened. Now it's real.
Yeah. And immediately after that, they put the logo up and they show you a white guy with arm tattoos, which finally we're getting back to Top Chef.
We're in the bear. Look, question for you.
Uh-huh.
We can put money on this. Well, it depends on what your answer is. Does Padma, is she a special guest this season?
Absolutely. I'm willing to bet my entire year's salary on it.
Okay, I don't want to match that.
But you might win.
But if I don't, then what happens?
Well, then you owe me 4 years of your salary.
Well, yeah, have fun making $80,000 from me then.
Over 4 years.
Yeah. No, that's total. It's rough out here in these streets. Okay. I think not this season.
You think not? I think she will be this season. Absolutely.
And I'll put in Reeves saying, Reeves will say yes.
Do you want me to do? Do you want me to like mime some Reeves stuff?
Well, no one will see that.
Okay.
All right. All right. So people take our word for it here. Jamal is saying yes, we will see Padma this season. I am saying no. And we'll let
I
Reeves
think
answer
she'll
for
do a
himself
video
later.
thing. I don't think she'll physically
Oh.
be there. I think she'll do some kind of digital thing.
That's
Because
a
that's
good take.
easy. That's low effort on her part. She doesn't have to travel anywhere. I think she'll do some video thing.
That's a good take, especially because her show is still happening and that's food related.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we will see Padma in some form this season.
And it is an all-star season, so that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. She's an all-star.
Because she knows them all. She's an all-star. She dunked on Kwame the other night.
Dumb.
We didn't talk about that. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
We've gathered rising star chefs from across the country here to Wisconsin.
I need dairy.
Wisconsin! There's something.
Wait, I'm sorry. This isn't an all-star season. Last season was an all-star season.
The season we're reviewing is an all-star season.
Wait, okay. Wasn't there an international all-star season? Was that?
Yes, that was International All-Stars. Yes, that was last season. Buddha Low won back to back.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah,
I am
Budalo
watching
won.
so much the challenge. Okay.
Are we allowed to say Wisconsin? Is that a thing?
Is Wisconsin a thing?
Yeah.
Who says that?
They
Badgers?
just said it. I don't know if people in Wisconsin say that. Do they say Wisconsin? Because it's Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
So are they pronouncing it wrong, or am I hearing it wrong?
I don't know. I don't want to say it that way because maybe that's how they say it, and I don't. And I'm.
Well, black people say it Wis-Cousins. Got to put that S on there, boy. Got to put that S on everything, boy.
Wisconsinites can't live without.
Cheese.
Hey, pause. My wife is here.
Did
So
you
my
know
wife
was doing
I
it?
did not know. Now I know why she had to travel to Wisconsin's.
Wis-Cousins, she said.
Why she had to go to Wis-Cousins, and now I know why. She wouldn't tell me. I was like, "That's such a random place for you to go. Are you doing some are you hawking your food there?" And she was like, "I can't tell you, and please stop asking so many questions. You don't wear the pants in this relationship."
No, you don't.
And so I was standing pantless when I said that, and so she left, and then she came back, and now I know. Now I know why Carla went to Wisconsin's.
All right, what we got here? We pause real quick. We have someone working like a little blender thing, and she does have a nose ring. So,
and that is like the tattoo of the face.
yes, unless you're Mike Tyson, in which case that is the tattoo of the
That
face.
is literally the
Or if you're like every white kid under 18 now, you also have the tattoo of the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the first tattoo kids get now.
I don't know why. I don't know what
you don't get like some. It used to be when I was a kid, you got a cross on your arm.
Uh-huh.
And no one could see it.
When I was a kid, you got someone with prayer hands and someone's name.
Yeah, or you got a basketball that says the game needs me.
Yeah.
Now you get fucking the 69 underneath your eye.
Or Tug Life on the shaft of your dick.
First tattoo.
First one.
I'm out of touch, I think. Here we go.
Too much cheese.
Get out of Wisconsin.
Okay.
Okay, well, Tom is gatekeeping.
Okay, Tom's gatekeeping, and he's making people laugh again. He's doing his small talks of the week, so I look forward to those. Keep going.
There are a few new rules.
Looked dangerous.
Yeah, there's a
There'll
big fire.
be no immunity given for a quick fire win.
I love
Okay, we gotta talk about that.
I'm sorry, what?
We just dropped a
Quickfires-
bombshell. Padma's gone,
Padma's gone. They finally
and
are
she
changing
took
the
immunity
rules.
with her.
She
They didn't. They were like, "Okay, guys, new season. Here we go." Wait, where's the immunity? And they
No.
couldn't find it because Padma took it.
Yeah, and then you cut to Padma on the plane, like holding her bag that's sitting in an empty seat next to her.
Yeah, and she
she's
pats
like, She's like, and it's immunity that's in there. And it's
She's
like,
going
oh,
to Cabo.
yeah.
She's going to Cabo. She's gonna go bang senoritas and drink margaritas. Bag full of. The thing is American immunity. It's like 4 times the value of Mexico.
Yeah, you can live like a Dr. King there.
You live like a Dr. King, cheating on your wife.
I should have said Dr. Pepper.
You can live like a Dr. Martin Luther King there. Get
Right.
shot.
One can dream. All right, keep playing.
So yeah, immunity's gone.
Immunity's no more, folks.
Get shaken up.
Okay,
She's
there's a difference
cussing.
between bad, but she cusses.
She's cussing. Can you replay that so we can all just get the vibe of Kristen Kish?
Just for those who aren't watching, she has 100 ear piercings
Uh-huh.
and slick back hair. She looks like a fucking Don. She looks like
Yeah.
a badass Don.
She looks like the final boss in that waifu game.
Here we go.
Oh, Sifu game. Sorry.
Wi-Fi.
I love when gets shaken up.
I've never heard of this happening in Top Chef history.
Yeah, because it's new.
Yeah, it's new.
I've worked at the Nomad, the French Laundry. It's like this Michael Jordan mentality. If you're gonna do
Okay, so this guy used to be laundry guy.
Yeah, he used to also work at a revolving restaurant that never had a location. He worked at the Nomad. So like
He looks
everyone-
like he looks like he sells Nike shoes.
No, he looks like he resells Nike shoes.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
He does not look like he has an original at all. He looks like he gets stolen shipments off of a trailer.
He looks
and
like
resells
he
them.
is all over those websites.
This guy
Yeah.
has a StockX member. He's been a member on
A
StockX,
platinum
and,
StockX membership
and on Goat for years now,
With the-
decades.
with the big long chain underneath
Yeah.
over his white shirt with the corduroy
Corduroy,
button up.
what? Yeah, 3-color corduroy shirt with the Warby Parker glasses.
This motherfucker is upselling you some Jordans.
Yeah, right now he's upselling you on himself.
You think you're right now you're at home, you're like, oh, should I buy these dunks? They're $300.
Yeah.
It's this dude selling
This
them to
dude's selling it to
you.
you.
He stood in line for 10 hours to get
yeah,
them.
Yeah, and he wants to get paid for his time. It's not the value of the shoe; it's his time.
it, just be the best at it.
I'm most proud of being a chef de cuisine of a Michelin star restaurant at 24 and getting selected for Top Chef.
Being a finalist for the James Beard Awards recently.
That's a lot of hair.
It's more than
Yeah.
just the cooking. I'm addicted.
Okay,
Okay, we're talking about addictions.
we're doing
finally.
addiction.
Finally, and this
Finally.
is a thing in the cooking world. A lot of these chefs have addictions and they don't get addressed until it's too late and someone gets hurt. And I'm happy that he's taking this season and this trailer specifically to address this issue.
Yeah.
Finally.
Too long it goes untalked about and unnoticed until what happens? Until like you find, an Anthony Bourdain lying in his hotel room
Careful.
with a spatula in his hand and a rubber band tied around his wrist. It takes it too far. The cooking it's real.
Do you want to cut that?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to cut it?
Man, kind of took us to a dark space. Let's just press play again.
Push it forward.
We should be normalizing indigenous foods on a global scale.
It's beautiful.
All right.
Just defy.
Pause. Finally, going to be talking about more indigenous foods. They're in Wis-Cousins, and so I assume that means black people's is finally going to get their foods up. So I'm grateful for that.
I also want to take this time to acknowledge that we are on stolen land.
Logic in a very good way.
There's heat. There's
And I like to
really
can you pause. I'd like to say that I mean, my bloodline was also stolen from a land and then sent to stolen land, so I didn't have nothing to do with it, dog.
Okay, me. I'm doing it.
Thank you. And that's on the record.
Okay, look, we got a
Can
robot.
you before we go forward, can you splice in something Reeves would say in that situation?
In that situation?
Yeah.
What do you think he would say so I can know what to find?
Something about possession, ownership is 9/10 of the law, something like that.
You think that's what he would say? I think he'd say something like, that it worked out overall.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
The opportunities you're given. Okay, Brian Voltaggio's on here, looking a little puffy. Look, it all happens. We all get old.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now. It happens to the best of us.
He's got Ozempic face.
He also has a white shirt with a button. This is the look now. White shirt, button up over a white shirt with a chain on. That's
He
the
looks
look.
like he actually just graduated from AA, and he's now doing public speaking tours of like.
Yeah, he might be
how-
saying he might be saying that addiction is real, and if your
Yeah.
friend cooks too much, have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
fantastic.
The level of cooking is up here.
I want to eat both of these
Girl on the goat.
and take my plate.
Okay, that was Brittany Snow.
The girl on the goat is here.
Celebrity. Our first celebrity,
First celeb.
Brittany Snow.
Great hair.
Straight hair.
No notes. I do want to ask, who's this white woman looking right at the camera at the bottom of the screen? At the 122 mark. Do you see her?
Yeah, I do see her.
She
She
looking
looks like she's
right.
looking for the manager.
Yes.
She's looking over everyone else to be like, where? It's been 25 minutes. Where's
Excuse
my
me,
entree?
I ordered this so long ago, and you told me I was going to be on TV.
He looked at me and he ignored me. He looked at me and walked right by me.
Looked right at me.
The
and he went
busboy
to-
looked right at me and ignored me.
Yeah.
I was in the
I
bagel
want
shop yesterday.
service.
The bagel shop yesterday, and this white woman, was talking to the person who worked there, and she gave her her food, and she's like, "Here you go. Here's your egg and cheese." And the woman's like, "There's supposed to be 2 in here." And the Spanish woman, was like, "Oh," and she's like, "Dos." The white woman kept saying, "Supposed to be dos in here." And I said out loud, I said, "She speaks English." And people didn't like that.
I noticed that you get tough around people that you think you can beat up.
100%.
And then when someone wants to,
If there's some
I don't know,
tough looking guy being rude
yeah.
to people,
you shut
sir,
up.
go ahead.
Yeah, you shut up.
You've earned that
If
right.
someone wants to like scam you out of taking your Xbox, you allow it to happen.
And I say, thank you, sir, if I
Yep.
have another.
But as soon as you think you can take someone, boy, do you buck up.
Is it a taco or is it a mole?
It's a tartar. It's a taki taco.
Holy alliteration, Batman.
Okay. We can't say that, can we? You
That
say that on
sounds like-
TV anymore?
I mean, he's talking about Batman.
Yeah, we can't. Is that a plug for the new DC universe that's doing better than the MCU right now?
You know, it's not doing well. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Yeah, because let's be honest, Batman literally can manhandle all of them. So
Nobody wants to kill Batman
yeah, he's the
except
good guy.
for the Joker, the Riddler.
Yeah.
The
whole point is they
Bane.
don't though. They don't though. That's the thing. He's better than all of them. So
Yeah.
don't give me a game where I actually can kill Batman. That's not going to be fulfilling.
Unrealistic.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I'm sure this is a sight you weren't expecting to see.
It makes 2 of us.
They're really plugging in a lot of Tom being funny
It's a
here.
lot of Tom.
Little one-liners.
I think he's promoting his stand-up album.
He does have a Netflix. Netflix is very funny stand-up special coming out, and an album to go with it, of course. The vinyl will be limited numbers. From what I hear, he's taking on food,
Family
family,
and friendships.
and friendships. And he has a great story about Delta Airlines.
Mm-hmm. His stand-up special is called Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat.
He's a hot Italian. You're a hot Italian.
Please welcome Maddie Matheson.
Okay.
Second
can we pause?
celebrity.
Can we pause? Brian made a guest appearance. And then I
This
know
is
why
me.
you-
This is me during the pandemic.
This is now I know why you were in Wis-Cousins during
I can't
last year.
call it that, of course. I have to call it Win Cousin. Yeah, I did this. I'm Maddie Matheson. Oh man, wouldn't that be cool to be Maddie Matheson?
Yeah, it would be. That should be actually pretty cool.
It'd be really fucking cool. He has a lot of money and he's in the Bear.
Yeah. All right.
Clea Duvall, Art Smith.
What's happening?
Claire Duvall, I know. Art Smith, I don't know, but his first name is Art, which is cool. And baby, we paused it right on our good friend, the Bam Man himself,
Don, the Iron Chef,
the Bambino.
the freaking the head chef of head chefs. You
The
know,
Thunder from Down Under, and that's under where I live currently.
Yeah. Emerald Lagasse
Emerald Lagasse.
is making an appearance this season. I don't know if he's been in any other seasons, has he? As like
Yes.
a behind with his chef coat on?
With his chef coat on? No.
Yeah. I mean, he's in the kitchen right now. He's
Looks
not
like he's working.
a guest. He's in the kitchen cooking it up. So it's
Looks
like,
like he's working.
are they gonna have to work the line at his restaurant?
Ooh, that'd be fun. And he says, I want to hear bams from everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, chef. Bam. Bam, chef.
And W. Kamau Bell.
Okay.
I thought he died.
Let's talk about someone who fell off hard. For a while there, you heard a lot about W. Kamau Bell. He was
Go
ever.
woke.
Yeah.
He
TV
went
show.
woke very early.
He is the Poster
The
boy.
First Go Woke Go
Can't
Broke.
say boy, I apologize. Poster man.
Oh my gosh. Can't
Or-
believe you called him a poster boy.
Or I take that back. He's poster man for Go Woke Go Broke.
Yep. He took the
happened.
first. He's the Crispus Attucks of Go Woke Go Broke. He took the first bullet in that whole movement, and I'm glad to see him now giving a second chance on TV.
He's the Sacagawea of Go Woke Go Broke.
Oh my god! I don't know if you can say that.
Oh, you want me to Go Woke Go Broke now too?
I don't want you to go woke and go broke. That'd be devastating.
I'm already not doing well financially.
Keep
And your
going.
time starts. Go back.
Oh,
Okay, so she's doing guys
she's doing
grocery
Padma
game
stuff.
things.
Yeah, she's doing Padma stuff too. I'm
She
like,
said-
yeah, I'm the boss now. You
Did I
listen."
say go?
Yeah.
I didn't say go.
I love when guy does sneak in like a ready, set, go, and that they just stand there. I'm like, oh, he's so good at this.
He's like, well, because what you could do is you could buy 3 objects, and if you get 3 objects, that might mean you only have 2 objects left.
Yeah.
If you have 2, then you're down with 1.
One, and then
And then
after that,
then you have to just go and find other stuff. And
yeah,
they stand
and
there. He's waiting.
They
and he's
stand
like,
there.
Clock
and
starts.
He's like, dude, the clock started. You've seen this show so many
dude,
times.
you know how the show works.
Anytime he
snuck the
puts
words in.
numbers in any sentence, just assume he's starting the countdown.
Yeah.
It's Madison.
100%, I'm there for you whenever you need me.
Can we pause? Can we pause? Anytime anyone in my life I've ever heard them say, whatever you do, anytime you need me, I'll be there for you, that's been a lie. So
They're not there.
I feel like he just lied. And that's like I just want to win points with everyone who's listening right now.
They're distancing themselves.
Like they literally want to help the least.
Yeah, I'm in it for me. I'm there for you. You let me know if you need anything. No
Yeah.
specifics.
Nothing specific.
No
Yeah.
specifics.
We create something, it's here and it's gone.
This is the
But the
serious part of it.
experiences and the friendships that you've
Tom
made
part.
during the course of the season will last forever.
So Tom started
said-
talking about improv too.
Yeah, Tom is talking about improv right now, the improv community. Everything he
Serial.
said literally was stolen from my speech, my acceptance speech at the Kennedy Center last year. So thanks, Tom.
And this woman's crying. So don't know why. We'll find out.
It's really hard, man. I can't lie.
He's also crying.
Top Chef
Oh,
is
great.
more
She's
than
crying.
a food competition. It's a mental competition.
Another person with a nose ring.
All the fear and anxiety is back.
It's not refined enough. The fish is overcooked.
You have got to start cooking to win.
Oh,
This hasn't
can we
been
pause?
easy.
Yeah,
Can we
let's talk
pause?
about that.
Anytime in the show's history that Padma's ever had to go to the back and be like, you guys aren't cooking to the level we need.
Do fucking better.
I mean, that's been like few and far between, but that means they've been doing bad dishes for some time. So I feel like this is like week 6, and now Kristen's in the back being like, y'all need to step y'all shit up because this is my first season. I ain't about to flounder on these.
You're not gonna
ratings.
embarrass me. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
pull a fucking Katie Lee Joel.
Y'all need to be cooking to win. Stop holding back.
Show up.
Take the gloves off. Let's go.
Drop them.
At the end of this, there's only one person left. You got to make
Yes,
sure.
that's how competitions work. Yes.
Yeah. And that's it.
Okay, that's it. So, like I said, had they played the beginning music the entire way through, it would have been more interesting.
I
It
would have been
actually
really into that.
Different. They didn't do that. They did exactly what I predicted. The first line dialogue from a cow, which a non-union actor, so you don't have to pay the cow anything. And
Real
then,
smart on their part.
yeah, super smart, money saving. And then you change the music to just a generic upbeat thing throughout the entire thing, and that's what they did. And
I know a lot of people right now are upset about, they're afraid of AI taking their jobs because you don't have to pay AI. When the real issue is animals and cows
Mhm.
taking your jobs, because once they already know, you heard the way that cow delivered that line.
Mhm.
He nailed it.
You nailed it.
And I'm guessing one take, no notes.
No notes. The
Don't
other
have to pay
cows-
him. Don't
the
have to pay
other,
him.
yeah, the other cows were probably like, I could have done that.
And then what happens? See, it even benefits because what happens is the cow delivers his line. You don't got to pay him, and at the end of the shoot, you eat it.
You eat him. That way, if he does be like, starts sending you an invoice for his money. Well,
Yeah. If he
you
starts
just-
talking about how he deserves to get paid for streaming rights, he's like, why won't Netflix tell me how much this is, how many views this is getting?
someone has to go whisper in his ear, like, hey, dog, you ain't going to be around for that.
And then shoot in the back of the head. They're like, hey, man, look,
With a bolt, yeah. It's like,
look, man,
hey, look,
they got your money. Just like, you look at the money over there. Tartar.
and then you hear the other cows go, "Moo."
Then they all know, and he says, "This is a lesson to you guys."
Yeah, and they're
Show
all
up.
like, "Do anyone here want to be an actor?"
Who else wants to get paid? Who else wants to get paid?
That's what I thought.
So March 20th is the debut of the new season.
So we're not gonna finish the season of the All-Star season we're on.
It's
right
not
now.
looking good.
So we're probably gonna have to cut that one and then cut right to the new season. So please just keep along with the schedule. I mean, it's so easy to follow. We put the episode, what we're talking about, in the title. We don't know the number, but we do put the information there. So if you're like, hey, I thought they were doing season 7. Well, we're in a new season, a brand new live season starts. We got to talk about that. All right. So
Yeah.
keep up.
Yeah, keep up. March 20th is a Wednesday.
Brian's
Maybe
wife
Mondays.
is off on the 13th of March until Saturday.
Oh, that's right. Looking at my calendar. I was like, how do you know that? Did I share it by accident? I will be in Toronto the night that episode comes out, so I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll figure it out. And that's it.
All right. So that's it for us this week, and then you'll put something in here about what Reeves would probably say.
Yeah, Reeves will
and
say something
then
about like where are they now?
You can play the outro music, and then are we doing that now, or should you put it in afterwards?
Oh, let me see if I can find it. Okay, I got it. Let me know when you're ready to start saying goodbye.
I'm ready. All right, so that's it for us this week. Until next time, we're gonna pack our knives and go.
Adios, muchachos.
This is fun. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.